Hi, I'm Chef Joe Fleischman, Meritus Medical Center. Today we're going to show you the proper way to roast a turkey. For our purposes today, we selected a 20-pound turkey. It's going to feed approximately 8 to 10 people. You're not going to get as much meat as many people will tell you that you're going to get off a turkey. There's a lot of bone and carcass in there, which is a great thing. We're going to make stock out of it. You can do a lot of different things with, but we're going to feed about 8 to 10 people with this turkey today. When you get your turkey, you want to make sure that the turkey has no abrasions, that the skin is nice and white, it's tight, the meat is firm to the touch. When you push on it, it springs back up, which is something you definitely want to look for in a turkey. One of the things we're going to do, it's an age-old question. Whenever you roast a turkey, what do you want to do with the wings? There are a lot of different schools of thought on that. Some people like to remove the tips of the wings. Other people like to tuck them under. I, for one, don't really want to remove them because I kind of like the way they look when they are cooked. So what I'm going to do is simply go to the joint, you're going to twist, and you can hear it crack. Make sure you get your wing well broken, and you're going to do the same thing with the other side. Twist them around. It may take a little doing, but it's worth it in the end. From that point, our wings are well broken. We're going to take them, and we're going to tuck them under the bird. For presentation purposes, I think this is a little bit nicer than cutting them off. However, cutting them off is certainly acceptable. Once we have our wings broken and tucked under the bird, the next thing we need to do is to make sure our bird has been properly rinsed. Under cold running water, inside and outside. The next thing, it's probably the most important thing whenever you roast a turkey, is to make sure the bird is properly dried. A moist turkey or a wet turkey will not brown. So we have our bird, we have our wings broken and they're tucked under. We have our bird, it's well dried, it's been washed. The next thing we want to do is figure out, what do we want to do with it? Two schools of thought, stuffed or unstuffed. When I say stuffed, I mean with aromatics. I prefer to use onions, some carrots, and an apple. Apple is kind of an unusual aromatic, but I like the sweetness it imparts in the meat. I do not recommend stuffing a bird with bread stuffing. Reason being, the bread stuffing on the interior of the bird must get to 165-degree temperature to prevent any type of foodborne illness. If the stuffing inside the bird gets to 165 degrees, the outside of the bird is going to be roughly 200 degrees, and it's going to be like shoe leather. So you definitely don't want to do that. I suggest making your stuffing in a separate pan. Don't put it inside the bird. Now that we have the aromatics in the cavity of our bird, the next thing we want to concentrate on is what we're going to do the outside of the bird. We're going to make a quick rub. I've found the best thing that you can use: 3 tablespoons of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of onion powder, black pepper, 2 or 3 tablespoons of salt, a little bit of rubbed sage. You can certainly use fresh if you have it, but dry works out very well. We're going to mix it around. We're going to take a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, and we're going to add it, about 2 tablespoons, and we're going to mix that together. We're going to massage it and make sure that that marinade, that dry rub, goes all over our turkey. That's going to impart some nice flavor whenever we're roasting our bird. It's also going to help to shine it up very nice, or get the skin nice and crispy whenever we're done. You're going to want something to sit the bird on. We have a riser here that we use. We're going to get a small amount of water, approximately 4 cups, and we're going to add it to the roasting pan. Again, we don't want enough water in there to have the water be deep enough to actually touch the bird. We just want to be able to start some gravy. And there we go. There we go. 20-pound turkey ready to go in the oven. The next step is to put it into a 425-degree preheated oven. We've got our turkey out of the oven. As you can see, the turkey is browned, the skin is crisp, the juices are running clear. Remember, when you first put your bird in the oven, you want it in at 425 for approximately 40 to 45 minutes until the breast skin begins to brown, at which time you want to turn the oven down to 325 and continue roasting the bird until it's golden brown all the way around. And if it has an internal thermometer, the thermometer is popped. If it doesn't, you have taken the breast temperature of the breast meat to an internal temperature of 180 degrees. You also want to temp the bird in the thigh and the bone, and it needs to be up to 165 degrees. As a general rule, if the breast is 180 degrees, the meat all around the turkey will be at least 165 degrees. We let it sit for about 20 to 30 minutes, and those juices will settle. They will not run out whenever we slice our bird. Here's our final product, ready for the table. Nice, healthy turkey dinner for you and your family. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next time.